Can you summon an army of spiders?
No, Ned.
Do you know him too?
I stole his shield. Wow. But then he beat me up.
He's Spider-Man, Spider-Man, doing whatever a spider can. All right, contractually, I have to do this every time we talk about Spider-Man. Coming out web slinging today because the Hollywood Reporter critic John DeFore's review of the long-awaited movie is in. As DeFore puts it, Spidey, the greatest creation of the ink and paper Marvel Comics empire, finally enters Marvel's big screen cinematic universe in Spider-Man: Homecoming. The previous Spider-Man movies, of course, were Columbia Pictures offerings with no Marvel Studios overlap, much like the X-Men franchise, which is controlled by 20th Century Fox. So how did the Columbia and Marvel Studios Homecoming team-up turn out? Apparently, says DeFore, there's too much over-eager cluelessness displayed in this occasionally exciting but often frustrating film, which seems to think that the iconic character created by Stan Lee and Steve Ditko will appeal more to tech-addicted teens if only his costume has as many gizmos baked into it as Iron Man's. Though the critic says it doesn't approach the, quote, abominations of recent DC movies, with the happy exception of Wonder Woman, he believes Homecoming represents a creative misstep for the studio, but one still likely to ride fanboy enthusiasm to much better receipts than those enjoyed by Amazing Spider-Man, the recent incarnation starring Andrew Garfield. Where Garfield's Peter Parker displayed a believable 21st century angst, we return largely to the character's wide-eyed roots with Tom Holland, whose performance is thoroughly winning even when the script isn't helping him. The movie kicks off with Holland's Peter expecting to join the Avengers following the events of Captain America's Civil War. Instead, he's given something like the brush off by Robert Downey Jr.'s Tony Stark, who gives him a multi-million-dollar outfit full of electronics, makes his flunky Happy Hogan, played by Jon Favreau, Peter's point guy, and essentially says, "Don't call us, we'll call you." Man, can I relate. I've been waiting every day for Tony Stark to call me so I can fight crime in between news segments. I'm ready, Tony! Okay. In his review, DeFore says there is plenty the movie gets right, including Peter's quotidian academic life, his swooning over the pretty upperclassman Liz, the mockery he gets from Flash, and the withering commentary of scene stealer Michelle. DeFore goes on to say that the movie does enjoy sustained success in the sequence for which it is named. Peter manages to score a date to Homecoming, just as his crime-fighting alter ego is at a low ebb, seeming finally able to engage in real life instead of rock'em sock'em dreams. But, as DeFore writes, comic books don't work that way, and a back-to-basics Spider-Man winds up in an unlikely but thrilling battle on the outside of a jet plane high above Brooklyn. Though that sounds like fun, DeFore's final verdict on the latest Spidey in the MCU is less exciting. Satisfying from its Day of the Dance prelude all the way to its fiery, cathartic conclusion, this sequence hints at the film Homecoming might have been. Had Marvel Studio execs and a half dozen screenwriters not worked so hard to integrate Peter Parker into their money-minting world. Hang in there, true believers. Maybe it'll get better the second time around. So, what's your take on DeFore's Homecoming review? Do you plan to see the new Spider-Man? And what do you think about its first iteration in the MCU? Let me know in the comments, and make sure to subscribe to THR News right over here. Until next time, I'm Paul Costabile. Oh no, I'm Spider-Man. There! You guys still here? Hit the button!